what challenges you guys face as a woman in the art industry or whatever industry you guys work in now, as in being a male-dominant field, and how do you overcome those obstacles of self-doubt?
I'll take it. I've definitely faced a lot of obstacles as a woman film director, and I started directing short films before I made Galaxy 360, and it was a very difficult decision to be a director of a feature film. I had 19 actors. It was my very first feature film. 30 crew members. 99% of my crew was male, and maybe two PAs were female. And you can imagine the challenge of that was also making a feminist film with a feminist idea behind it. And so I had to not simply convince my actors to be part of this concept of reversing the world. I basically took my entire crew and my entire cast and I said, you're all about to enter a matriarchy. And we're gonna live in this matriarchy. We're going to breathe in this matriarchy. We're gonna pretend that the world that we live in doesn't exist in order for this to be created. And that was a huge challenge, and it wasn't just a challenge for the men who had to be the pageant contestants and who had to be told constantly, you guys are hot, right? But it was also a challenge for the women because we had to feel the power of being in charge. I said, you are now the billionaires, you are now the CEOs, you are now the presidents and the queens, and you rule this world. What is that like? And so every female actress that was on my set had to summon something that they didn't feel within their bodies, and we had to learn how to feel that within our bodies. And then there was the added complexity of me being the director and being the star of the show, and I would sometimes give commands, and I would say, I don't like that lighting, and I would have the male DP or other men on my side saying, I don't think you know what you're talking about. I don't think that's the right way to go. And I had to fight for my own stance. I had to fight for my own position. And I'll tell you, girls, I probably wouldn't do this today because I feel a certain kind of confidence just because of having made it, having gone through it. But at that time, the way that I handled the disagreement, and we would lose hours on set because they would be arguing with me, and they'd be telling me, you need to do it this way. And I'd be like, no, I need to do it that way. And I couldn't get the guys to agree. I couldn't get my DP to agree. I couldn't get the lighting people to agree. I couldn't get them to agree to my note. I was the director, I couldn't get them to do it. So I thought, what should I do? And I did the thing that women often do, which is nurture and care and love. And so I said, hey guys, how about we just for a second, try it my way. And then if we don't like it, we'll do it your way. And everybody agreed, And I found that the matriarchy, these matriarchal principles of nurture and care and empathy and love and understanding and listening are actually extraordinary. And they can get us into a power position. They can get people to listen to us by us just doing that.